long as you and I keep breaking in the dome, Ben ain't shit. Maybe you should lie up a couple of days, though. Let me tell you something, man. You was cool. Ain't nobody know nothing. You need to lose the gun, man. You're gonna end up with your silly ass behind bars.
You know, one of us got as much as a splinter in his finger since I cut this head off. This head is our good luck charm. Johns. We beating men in chains now.
I wasn't sure about this thing at first, but...
Damn! I'm Bush. Think I'm gonna go take a nap. You should get some rest, too.
Harlem, 1973. A baby enters the world, Bokeem Woodbine. Decades later, Hollywood can't stop whispering his name. He's the chameleon you've seen in 100 Faces, the actor who disappears so deeply into a role, you forget he's even there.
We don't have much time!
1 minute, he's Tupac's running mate. The next, he's stealing scenes in Spider-Man Homecoming.
Gave you a choice. You chose wrong.
What the hell?
What's with the crappy costume?
And then he's turning an entire season of Fargo into his personal victory lap.
Pretty unfriendly, actually. But it's the way you're unfriendly. How you're so polite about it.
I've always been a fan of Spider-Man, and I've always loved the Shocker in particular as, you know, as one of his nemesises.
So how does a kid from Harlem become Hollywood's secret weapon? Let's rewind. Bokeem Woodbine, born April 13th, 1973, right in the heart of Harlem. Little Bokeem didn't just stroll through New York's artsy side, he strutted. First stop, the elite Dalton School on Manhattan's Upper East Side, rubbing elbows with the city's young and privileged. But our boy had bigger dreams and a flair for the dramatic. So he transferred to the legendary Fiorello H. LaGuardia High School of Music and Art and Performing Arts. Yes, the Fame School, where star power is practically part of the uniform. All that training wasn't just a resume filler. It was the runway for his first big leap.
What? Just now. The band's still setting up. Jeff never
I'm not Jeff.
That's a fact, Jack.
So, young Bokeem pops up on TV for the first time in the CBS school break special, Love Off Limits. Cute gig, right? But here's where the universe really flexes. Casting director Jackie Brown Carmen sees something in him and whispers in Forrest Whitaker's ear. Next thing you know, boom, he's in Strapped.
Go outside.
Okay, man. Yeah, I'll be outside.
Directed by Whitaker himself. Talk about leveling up overnight. And trust, the industry wasn't about to let fresh talent like that slip by. The man was suddenly running with heavy hitters, Spike Lee in Crooklyn.
You got some money for right hand in my main man Snuff! Give it up!
Mario Van Peebles in Panther.
What? We gonna forget about Huey and his trial? Start killing pigs? Start the revolution now?
And the Hughes brothers in Dead Presidents.
I don't hear nobody else complaining but you.
Well, maybe you should listen to your team.
Not too shabby for a newbie. That momentum didn't just keep rolling, it rolled him straight into the orbit of Tupac Shakur. Bokeem shows up in Pac's I Ain't Mad at Ya video in '96.
No, where you at?
And they clicked, like real-life friends. They even reunited for Gridlocked.
I told you, this motherfucker is crazy, man. Real crazy.
Which tragically dropped just months after Tupac's death. That film went from being a cool project to a bittersweet time capsule. Things don't just simmer here, they start to boil. And Bokeem, right at the center. He popped up on The Sopranos as a gangster rapper named Massive Genius.
If you read Chuck D's book, you know that he advises that reparations be made by the Jewish studio moguls in Hollywood.
Then, in City of Angels, he went from charming doctor to straight-up serial rapist.
She's trying to make us look lazy.
No, she's making you look lazy.
It's no secret you avoid work.
He landed an NAACP Image Award nomination for it. That's range if I've ever seen it. Because why settle for just Hollywood when you can mix it up with hip-hop royalty too? And Bokeem wasn't just sticking to TV. He dipped into music videos too. Wu-Tang's Protect Your Neck, too. Gravel Pit. And Careful, Click Click. Then he really flexed in Ray as saxophonist David Fathead Newman.
Anybody seen that fine-looking gal in the yellow dress?
You snooze, you lose.
Proving that he wasn't just about tough guys and villains. Of course, like every Hollywood hustle, there were some blank and you'll miss him years. Guest spots on Bones.
Any idea?
Guy barely looks human. I'll make sure the guy recognizes me.
The Evidence, Blade, the series, you name it.
Oh, man. Step eraser. It's been a while.
Here's where people get it wrong. He was still busy. He even popped up in Sticky Fingers' musical movie A Day in the Life.
So from now on, you could deal with tire fire. I'm hanging up my guns, I'm out, I retire.
And a couple of Jesse V. Johnson action flicks. And on TNT's Saving Grace, he played Leon Cooley, a death row inmate who kept it real opposite Holly Hunter.
You gave me mouth-to-mouth resuscitation.
Did it work?
No.
Then came the glow-up. Black Dynamite brought the blaxploitation nostalgia, and Devil...
Maybe we're close.
Could this elevator fall?
I doubt it.
Because we gotta be 20 floors up.
had him trapped in an elevator with M. Night Shyamalan drama. He wasn't just playing cops on Southland. He was owning them. Then came Total Recall.
Would I have done that if this were for real? You see, I'm not afraid, Doug. You shouldn't be either.
And Riddick.
Johns. We beating men in chains now.
My character's name is Moss, who is part of a four-man crew, head by Boss Johns.
But the role that made everyone sit up? Mike Milligan in Fargo.
I'm Bush. Think I'm gonna go take a nap. You should get some rest, too.
My character's name is Mike Milligan, and he's part of a intrepid group of young men that are making a foray into small town.
The Critics' Choice and Emmy nominations poured in. He was slick, stylish, and dangerous. And Hollywood finally started treating him like the gem he is. By 2017, he was flexing Marvel credentials as Shocker in Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Feds were waiting for us. Now we're on Iron Man's radar? Yeah, I'm running. You should too.
Get to the top deck. We're getting out of here.
Trading villain vibes with Michael Keaton and crew. Then, in Unsolved 2018, he was on the task force investigating the murders of Tupac and Biggie. Full circle moment, considering his real-life ties with Pac.
To make an arrest, it's embarrassing.
I promise you that Department will make this right.
Fast forward to 2021, and boom, he's Sheriff Domingo in Ghostbusters Afterlife.
And there'll be more.
Okay, well, you starting to sound like your lunatic grandfather.
From gangster rappers to Marvel villains to busting ghosts, Bokeem Woodbine stays versatile, unpredictable, and forever underrated. Now let's talk about the Fargo glow-up, because Bokeem wasn't just good, he was unforgettable. In 2016, he straight up snatched the Black Reel Award for Outstanding Supporting Actor thanks to his slick, razor-sharp turn as Mike Milligan in Season 2. He also racked up a Primetime Emmy nomination and a Critics' Choice nod for the same role. The Black Reel win was the cherry on top, but those extra nominations proved that the industry finally had to admit what fans already knew. Bokeem Woodbine was serving main course talent, not side dish cameos.
Just like you, sir. Collecting me a souvenir.
But his story isn't just about career wins. The man's got a whole other side away from the spotlight. Now here's a twist you don't see every day in Hollywood. Bokeem Woodbine, the man who's played everything from a gangster rapper to a Marvel villain, is actually a certified family man. He's been married to Mahalie Woodbine since way back. And get this, they didn't meet on a set or at some flashy industry event. Nope. They met the old-fashioned way, at a party thrown by mutual friends. Sometimes fate really does RSVP. The wedding? Oh, it wasn't just some courthouse quickie. Word is it was a private but star-studded affair with names like Will Smith, Robert Downey Jr., and Chris Pratt on the guest list. Talk about a seating chart. Over 2 decades later, the couple is still going strong, raising 2 kids and keeping things refreshingly low-key in Los Angeles. As for his wife, Mahalie, she's the definition of classy under the radar. Born in New Hampshire in '73, she's got brains to match, holding a psychology degree from Harvard, and she prefers to stay out of the spotlight while cheering on Bokeem's career from the sidelines. While Hollywood loves its messy breakups and tabloid drama, these two, they've built a reputation for privacy, longevity, and keeping their business out of the blogs. In other words, while Bokeem is busy flexing on screen, she is the steady force at home, proving that every Hollywood love story has to come with scandal attached. And if you thought his off-screen life stopped at happily ever after, think again. Bokeem isn't just holding it down at home, he's out here lifting up entire communities. Off-screen, Bokeem has been cooking up a whole different storyline. Okay, so you know him as the guy who can turn a single scene into his personal mic drop. But plot twist, when the camera's cut, he's not running to the Hollywood after party. No, Bokeem is out here using his time and money to actually change lives. Shocking, right? An actor who'd rather lift up kids than his own ego? He is helping underprivileged kids and making sure the arts stay alive for the next generation of dreamers. He's even rolled up his sleeves with the Boost Child and Youth Advocacy Center in Toronto, backing their mission to protect kids who've been through the unthinkable. And let's talk about that #Red Sand project. Bokeem literally pouring red sand into sidewalk cracks to show just how many kids fall through society's safety nets. That's not just symbolism, that's activism with style. No smoke and mirrors here. When Bokeem gives back, he's all in. He's not just posing for photo ops. Behind the scenes, Bokeem writes the checks, shows up for the causes, and makes sure his Hollywood shine reflects onto people who actually need it. Quietly, steadily, he's building a legacy that isn't just about roles on screen, it's about real-life impact. And let's be real, good deeds are priceless, but the man's bank account isn't looking too shabby either. Our Harlem-born scene stealer has stacked himself a net worth sitting pretty at about $3 million as of 2025. Not too shabby for a guy who's been grinding since the early 90s, right? From stealing the spotlight in Fargo.
From this moment forward, I decree no more schnitzel or strudel.
Popping up in Spider-Man Homecoming.
Why did he send you here?
Guess you'll never know.
To flexing his chops in Ray, Bokeem turned those credits into cold, hard cash. Bokeem Woodbine isn't just that, oh yeah, I know that guy face you spot in every other movie. He's the Harlem kid who leveled up from side roles to scene-stealing glory, turned a Fargo glow-up into Hollywood gold, built a drama-free marriage that actually lasted, and still finds the time to funnel his shine into causes bigger than himself. No scandals, no gimmicks, just talent, heart, and a resume that keeps on cashing checks. At the end of the day, Bokeem Woodbine is proof you don't need to scream the loudest to own the spotlight. Sometimes the real power move is consistency, privacy, and letting the work speak for itself. Hollywood might have slept on him, but trust, Bokeem is already wide awake.